Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we will see how to create a automated ML pipeline. So for that we will click on a new automated ML job in mlazure.com, and then we'll give some name to this experiment. So for now I can give demo. Okay, and I can give something demo test. So today is December 10. I can give this name, and then I will click on next. And this is very important step. So whatever dataset you have uploaded, right? You can see my previous video in this playlist, how to upload the dataset. Okay, so based on that you are going to select whether you are looking for the regression model, okay, or it is kind of classification or time series data set. So here we have uploaded the insurance, and now we are going to consider the target variable for this particular insurance. So this is my data set, okay, which I have to select. I'll click on next, and then I will select the target column. So charges is my column target variable basically. So based on these, when attribute the feature of the column, right? Age, sex, BMI, children, smokers, claim. So this is the insurance data set. So based on these, I will be calculating the charges. So which is why it is going to be my target variable for this particular model. So now here, if you see the view additional configuration setting, I can see this primary metric is selected to normalize root mean squared error. I will let it be as is, okay, and I will I would like to see the best fitted model, explain best model out of these models, okay. So elastic net, gradient boosting, decision tree, canon, lasso, RARS, SDET, random forest, extreme random trees, light gradient boost model, XGBoost, regression. All these will be evaluated, right? And then out of these supported models, it is going to find the best model based on this primary metric. So I will click on save, or I can close because we have not made any change. This is the view featurization setting which we have seen during data set upload. Okay, so this is my target column which we have selected, and it seems to be disabled now. I'll just click on cancel because we are not making any changes. Now for limit, I will go and give some value, like I can give 10 trials. I can then consider max concurrent trials is 2 or 3 it could be. You can also use the hint and see for the information. And since I have only one node deployed, I can choose 1 or 2 based on the availability of the nodes I have in my workspace. And metric score, so I'm looking for a model which gives me 90% accuracy. If I choose 95, it will be more aggressive. So I want 90%. Any model which gives me 90% accuracy, then I would consider that model as a best model for my data set, insurance data set out of the given models, okay, which we have seen in previous window here. Now experiment timeout, I will completing this experiment in 1 hour, so which is why I'm giving this 60 minutes. Now iteration timeout, I can choose 20 minutes per iteration. And then I will give something like validation type is k-fold, or I can go with the automatic also. So number of cross validation I can give 2, and then test data I will probably give train test split. So I want the same data set, right? So 20% of the, so it is 80% for the training and 20% is for the testing. Okay, so we will be using 20% of the data for the testing. Okay, so this is what it is. So now it is recommending also, automated ML recommends that between 10 to 30% of the test of the data is held out for the test validation. So once again, max trial 10, max concurrent trials 2, max node 1, 90% accuracy, then I will be considering that model as a best fit model for my insurance data set. And then experiment timeout, I want 60 minutes for the experiment. Then per iteration timeout is 20 minutes. For validation, I can go with the automatic or cross, k-fold cross validation. For k-fold cross validation, I am choosing number of cross validation is 2. Okay, you can number of cross validation to choose to access the result of the model. Okay, now the test data, train and split, and that is your test data. Okay, so out of given data set, it will be actually creating the samples or the data using the train split, and then it will test. I will then click on next, and here whatever instance you have created, you have to select the compute type as compute instance, because you have created this compute instance for your model, training the evaluating the best fit model, right, for your data set. So this is what it is now, which has a 2 CPU core, of course, 16 GB and 32 GB storage. Now I'll click on next, and this is the final screen. You can review, or if you want any changes to be done, you can click on pencil icon and changes, or you can directly go to these links, training data on the left, and you can change accordingly. I will be submitting the training job. Submit training job. Now it is going to evaluate all the models, and this has given me the name Placid Gold. Okay, and this is the experiment name which we have given, demo test December 10. Okay, now it is citing the status as not started. Here you can see the automated ML job has been provisioned, has started. So if you click here, you will see the latest status. So now it is running. What it is doing, it is setting up the run. Now you can see the child job also. So this particular child job inside the parent job is kind of running, and it is running on this insurance data set. Of course, this is the Rajason. This is the compute target where this particular evaluation model training is will be done. Okay, you can keep checking all those models. So this has been completed in 31 seconds. Now you can see one different child job has been created for this same parent job. Now keep refreshing, and just now you can see whatever it is doing, right, running featureization. So it is evaluating all those columns, features. Okay, so it will upper limit we have set it for model training is like 60 minutes, but we'll wait for it to get completed, right? So anytime if it gets any model with the 90% accuracy, it will be finalizing that as a best fit model for this particular data set. I'll take a pause. We'll resume with the update. Now you can see the model training has been started. You can see this label, right? And let us see the child job. See, it has created a lot of child jobs here for the Placid Gold parent job. So just in case if you find your a job is getting failed, you can give it retry. Okay, you can again create one more experiment and give it try. Okay, for now we'll wait for it to get completed with the 90%. See, it has failed. And what is that reason for failure? So alright, when you see this particular error, input request is invalid, so there might be something wrong with the dataset we have uploaded, right? So let us go back and then go to the data. And let us upload the new version, or maybe we can change the, okay, we can create a new insurance, maybe new, or I can give demo. And let it be tabular. I'll click on next. I'll be uploading from the local files. So this is the blob storage, and then I will click next, and then this is my upload path for sure. And then I'm going to just get the insurance data, upload it from my local, and you can see it has been uploaded. You can see the green tick over here, it is validating. And then I can click on next, click on, so this is the review screen. You can change, you can make a change accordingly. Okay, so column header. So since my model is giving something like your input is not valid, right? So I'm assuming based on that error that if there is something wrong with the data set upload. Okay. All right. So now we have uploaded the data. Okay. And you can see the insurance data.csv here. Now go to the automated ML again, and we can either change the, the data, edit and submit. So here I will change to the training method. Everything is all okay in the experiment and the task type and data. So this is going to be my regression, but here this time I will change to insurance demo, the new one which I have uploaded just now. Okay, I'm assuming there is no issue with the upload of the dataset this time. Okay. Sometime what happens, like if I go here and there, or maybe any user, like if you click here and there, he might he might change something which he can overlook, and further on, I mean, that may create a problem. Let us see if there is any problem with the data set, and we'll confirm. Okay, and we'll leave everything as is. Okay, all the setting, and again I will submit this job. Serverless, I will choose my instance, then I will click on next, and I will submit the training job. Okay, so this time this has got this name. That's fine. We have edited the experiment, and now the model will, this automated ML jobs experiment is in running, so that we have seen it is in running. Now it is setting up the run. We'll wait for it to complete. See, the model training has been started. Now you can see it is completed, right? That clearly shows there was some issue with the uploading the dataset, right? Now we have uploaded the new dataset. I mean the same dataset with, by the way, insurance, and we have got the model, trained. Now it is telling me this is the best model summary. So max ABS scaler and a light gradient boost model, right? This light GBM has been identified as a best model. and now it is telling us, warning, user specified exit score reached, hence experiment is stopped. Current user specified exit score, matrix score threshold is 90% accuracy rate, 0.9. Okay, so you can see this has been stopped, and let us see if it has turned out to be a green and completed. Basically now it will be showing me the proper model which we can select and we can deploy. Okay, so this particular training part is done. We have got the model, best fit model for this particular data set, our regression data set. And now in the next video we will deploy that model. Okay, so we'll deploy this model. Okay, so thank you, and we'll see the model deployment in the next video.